And so in this module, we're going to be talking about motivation and discipline, right? So a lot of times you'll confuse motivation for discipline. And basically what motivation is basically doing something from a feeling, right? And what I mean by that is a lot of times somebody will tell you, for example, in barbering, they'll say, dude, you're going to be the best barber when you graduate barber school, and all you got to do is get your clientele, and that's going to be the easy part because you can cut. Okay, boom, you're motivated to go get clients. But when you jump in the barber game and it's not that easy for you to gain clientele, now you're losing motivation. And now it's, okay, are you going to stay disciplined to that action of and going out, passing out business cards, making content, even though that you don't see an instant gratification or an instant result from it? Are you going to continue to do that? Right? And discipline overrides that. Discipline is taking action no matter time frame. So it's basically like operating off of faith, right? And what I want to say to this is motivation is not better than discipline. It's this. Because out of all the times I have honestly started winning, started succeeding in life, it was from this, not this. Motivation would maybe kick-started, but after that motivation left, that's when this discipline started to kick in, right? Let's look at it from this standpoint. Let's draw this pretty little graph real quick. And this is going to be inputs. This is going to be outputs. Or you can do results and time. Right? Either or. Right? And let's say we're going to do this really quick. So, let's say you start off motivated. You're motivated, right? You putting in consistent inputs, your outputs is slowly going up. But it's not here, right? Where you thought you was going to be at when that motivation kicked in, when you was eager, right? So now when that motivation leaves, you drop because you stop posting, you stop working, you stop doing what it was that you was doing when you was motivated, when you was getting that steady incline, and you just go back to the old you, and now you're here. You're back at ground zero. And you see, over that time, it took time. And now you drop back down and you have wasted, you're going to go down this rat race, this rat hole once again, and you're wasting years and months, weeks, days. You're wasting valuable time rather than that disciplined person. He may not see results, but he keep going. He's seeing steady, slowly results. Then at one time, right when you quit, he's seeing the results. It's going up, and it's taking him less time to get better results. Boom. Boom. And he going. And he skyrocketing. Because he didn't settle. He didn't rely on motivation to keep him going. He relied on discipline to keep him going. Right? So, it comes a time to where around this time is is the quitting zone. Anywhere from here to where you want to be at to your results is the quitting zone. And that's where you do not want to be at. Anything past this is the success slash baller zone, right? So over the time or inputs put in, the outputs occur. So if you're not the best content creator starting off, which in most cases, a lot of you guys are not, so we're starting from zero, right? And ultimately it goes like this, right? You take action, then you learn, you input, and you redo. And what you learn, you input it, you learn from that, and you redo that. So then you take action again, you learn from that, you input again, right? And then you redo. Boom. And then you put in action. And then you learn. And then you input. And you redo. Now action. And it just keep going and going. And you see how we started so small. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Because now it's something that you're falling in love with. It's something that's fun to you because you're actually getting the result that you wanted. From taking that initial first action to learning from that action to inputting that action to redoing it and taking action again. Right? And it's just a cycle and it keep going. And of course, once you start off as a beginner, it's something that you don't ultimately like because it's new to you and you don't know how to do it. Rather than coming in the game and doing something that you know how to do, then it's easy, it's fun already. But when it's something that's uncomfortable, when it's something that you have to continue to put in effortless work, not effortless work, but continuous work, then it ends up becoming effortless. But if you're not disciplined enough to stay consistent, to continue to take action, learn from it, incorporate it, and redo it so it can get to this big circle and this big loop until you learn and until you do this, you will quit here. You have to become disciplined. You have to have discipline that's going to ultimately override motivation. So here go another chart. I know it's another chart, but discipline and motivation, once again, let's say this motivation and this discipline, right? And when you start off, y'all can start from the exact same point. And both y'all are skyrocketing up. Both y'all are going up. But that one that had that motivation to hit that one goal, bloop. That person that stayed disciplined, he continued to come up, bloop. You see what I'm saying? So basically what I am saying from this is motivation only lasts so long. Motivation only lasts so long. That's just like going to the gym, right? A lot of people start off in the gym because they're motivated to change their life. Like the beginning of the year, it's the New Year's resolution, correct? And it's New Year's. Woohoo! My New Year's resolution, lose 20 pounds, right? But this is where a lot of people get this messed up. They focus on the results. They're result driven. So basically what I mean by that is they only see themselves with 20 pounds less. They don't focus on the discipline actions that they got to put in every day. They don't focus on who they will become other than what would they look like, right? So that's motivation. And that motivation may last a week, a month, a year, even right, even when they hit the goal. Their motivation may last even when they hit the goal. Notice what I said. Motivation, right? Rather than discipline. You see that the work that you got to put in every single day, because when that motivation leave, then what? Then what when that motivation leave, right? You lose 20 pounds, but you're going to gain it back because you're not motivated to stay in the gym. You're not chasing anything now. Rather than a disciplined person, and no, after I lose 20 pounds, I have to continue to work out to keep my weight down, right? To stay in the same physique. Or they change their motives from losing 20 pounds to gaining 20 pounds of muscle, right? So now this disciplined person, now he is congruent with something bigger than just the result, right? He is congruent with building discipline habits like nutrition, working out. He got to fit this into his schedule. So now he may wake up early so he can go to the gym and hit the gym, right? Positive self-talk. And all these things correlate with going to the gym, right? So let's put this in perspective of barbering once again. If you're a motivated barber, let's say you just joined this program and you're motivated to get the results that you was promised. The only thing that's stopping you is you from getting it. So you're going to start off motivated inside of the program because this is something new. This is something that's going to get you to your goals that you're trying to achieve, whatever that may be. Make more money, have more time with your family, to spend time with your family, be the first millionaire, like I said, etc. Right? But that disciplined person, when things get a little bit overwhelming, when things get a little bit tough, when it's something new for that person, but they know that if I continue to do this, I'm going to get better. They know that if I continue to put in the work, I'm going to get the result. That's that disciplined barber. That's that barber that's going to reach his ultimate goal. Until you get in that perspective, that mind frame of discipline over motivation, you will never reach the goal because you're operating like this. I hope this helped y'all. I hope this provided a lot of value once again, and I'll see you on the next one.